What is going on, guys? It's your boy Atomic Ian and welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at Mafia, the Old Country, official trailer and also a dev breakdown of the world. This game is coming out, I believe, August 8th. And yes, it is very exciting. I have played all the Mafia games. I'm a big fan. And I'm super excited about the Mafia, the Old Country. So we're going to do a little trailer react and a breakdown. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for the support on the GTA videos. And yeah, I'm actually recording these videos live on Twitch and YouTube and TikTok and edited down for you guys. So hopefully more content is on the way. But guys, enjoy this video. Leave a like and a comment of your thoughts. And see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Come in. Bravery is not common in this world, and so loyalty, honor,
Oh, nice.
obedience.
Looks very cool.
They set the man apart from the rest. You
Ah,
took
wait.
off Messina, but this matter is not yet resolved.
Oh, it looks like a cinematic masterpiece. Look at this.
Of course, under easy.
Oh, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, is it Order, not Order 66, Order... You know that kind of like art style, that kind of like cinematic... Whoa. Yeah, look how like close the camera is. It's very like up and personal, that's very cool. Oh, look at everything! Yes, come on.
You again.
Order 1886, yeah, definitely. It reminds me of that. Oh, very cinematic indeed. Okay. Guys, that was Mafia the Old Country. Damn. PlayStation. Okay, so it contains gameplay footage captured in-engine and cinematics rendered for the trailer. Mafia 3 was a bit too repetitive. I have heard that as well. But this really reminds me of the Order game.
Come in.
Just how it close everything is, 2K. I don't know, did 2K actually made that game as well? This is our first like gameplay proper segment, open world, and yeah, it has that good vibe of the old.
Obedience. They
Is it?
set the man apart.
I can't remember what I can't remember where it's set.
But this matter is not yet resolved.
But it does have that Order vibe, that like up close to the camera, cinematic.
Of course.
Hopefully the story really holds up. I'm really hoping. Takedowns are very slow as well. So you've really got to be careful with how you adapt to the missions, it seems like. Very cool. Obviously you do have driving, which is nice. And obviously I like the transition. The shooting kind of reminds me of Mafia 3 that I've seen. But I like how gory it is. Very nice. And obviously you got combat from the horse is nice, which is, yeah, very good indeed. I think it's going to be a good shout.
You again.
And I'm loving these, like, custom, like, battles 1-to-1. That's so cool, man. I think that's so cool. So August 8th, guys. August 8th. 2K Games.
Hey everyone, I'm Nick Baines, president of Hangar 13. We hope you enjoyed this new look at gameplay in Mafia the Old Country. We're just 3 short months
It was
away now
good.
from
I
getting
was
this game in your
a little
hands, and we
disappointed
can't wait.
with the
Mafia the Old Country is an origin story
the trailer.
for the Mafia
I don't think they
universe,
showed
and
quite
as
a lot,
such,
so
it's both a step forward and a return to the fundamentals of the franchise. The heart of Mafia has always been deep, immersive storytelling, and Mafia the Old Country is no exception. It's a premium experience in the vein of early Mafia games, with a linear narrative set against the stunning, authentic backdrop of 1900 Sicily.
Sicily, I
That
thought
focus has
so.
allowed us to deliver a classic organised crime drama in the period authentic Mafia rules and traditions of the era. And as you just saw, we've made some exciting gameplay updates. Whether you're using a knife or a gun, using stealth or in a shootout, this is brutal and grounded in all the best ways. It's all going to pull you in from every angle, pushing the franchise forward in a location and time painstakingly created with the utmost authenticity and detail.
It does look
using Unreal
gorgeous,
Engine
man.
5.
The whole
Stick
scenery.
around, because next up is our development team, who have loads of awesome behind-the-scenes insights on how we brought this title to life. And stay tuned between now and August, as we'll have even more to tell and show. Thanks for joining us on this journey.
Cool. Let's go. Let's go.
Come in.
Playing a classic mob movie.
Our top goal for every Mafia game
Come
is
on.
to deliver the promise to a player that you're going to play a classic mob movie. Mafia the Old Country is a linear crime drama set against a beautiful Sicilian backdrop. The first step for us was to make sure that we were nailing all of the things that players expect from a Mafia game.
Sorry to pause. What else I've heard about this is it's not actually open world. And at first I was like, wait, I thought it was open world. No, this is a full-on linear story. So think of it kind of like Uncharted 4. So it's like open sections that you can explore, but the whole world isn't open world, which people might be disappointed about in 2025, but I'm actually for it. Definitely. They really want to go linear mob story, and I think doing open world stuff for the sake of being open world just isn't needed. So I like that direction.
The quality of its storytelling, how immersive it is, how authentic it is. Previous Mafia games have been set in big American cities. We've taken the action and we've put our story in rural Sicily, in the place where the Mafia began.
You really feel like you're transported into another time. It feels really unique and different, but yet really familiar. Players are really going to enjoy that aspect of it.
Our entry point for making these crime dramas is always the protagonist. We wanted to make sure that our main character, Enzo Favara, lives up to the standard which we've set in the past, and I hope in some ways even exceeds that.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood.
Enzo grows up in a sulfur mine. He's one of a bunch of children that are sold to the mine owners at this point in history in Sicily.
That looks
Their
like
life
the intro.
expectancy is short, and they're essentially seen as disposable.
Enzo turns to crime as a means to make something of himself. The odds are stacked against him. So what does he do? He sees an opportunity for himself to gain some status, to gain some respect.
Do you wish to commit?
Oh, I need to know who that voice actor is.
Swearing the oath is the chance for him to
Gorgeous.
finally be accepted. He's found a family. It's the thing he's been searching for his entire life, but it comes at a cost.
I think players are in for an emotional roller coaster.
Love
the
that.
high stakes of the Mafia life present.
This is what I love. I wanna be
opportunities for
drawn in.
Storytellers to take players and put players through the ringer, really, in terms of what happens to the character, what happens to them in the game.
You again.
Immersive life or death gameplay. Let's
What makes
go.
a really compelling gameplay experience is the mix of the high intensity combat, cover play, cover shooting, set by these beautiful cinematics that make what you do in the combat so much more meaningful because you're fighting for something you really believe in.
Authenticity and immersion are key. And so we wanted to take that philosophy from the storytelling and make sure that it was consistent in the gameplay.
You know, whether you come for that core cover combat shooting experience or that white knuckle driving experience, we have that in Mafia the Old Country, but it's unique.
There's some downbeats, there's some deep storytelling moments, and then there's some like high intensity action. And I think that's what makes Mafia missions and the general experience so interesting, is that we're constantly trying to change
God, that was a big
roller
fish,
coaster
wasn't it?
experience that you're on.
Enzo's proving himself with guns, and we wanted the combat to feel like there was a scarcity of resources, so you have to be more tactical in the way that you approach combat. The knife has been an integral part of gameplay. It's a part of Sicilian culture.
Very
We
slow,
want our
very...
gameplay to be immersive, to have a life or death kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So when players are in a knife duel, when they're in a gunfight, they're genuinely fearing for their lives.
My flesh must burn like this.
You can't just go in and shoot. You have to
My oath.
plan your attacks and stunning Silicon
Bringing
Adventure.
1900 Sicily to life
What's
for
this
us, it infuses every aspect of the development. It's about the characters, it's about the music,
Graphically, it
it's
is
about the
gorgeous, don't get me
story,
wrong.
It's about the setting, it's about the vistas,
It's not the best
about
looking
the
game
visuals, it's
I've
everything.
I've seen,
It always starts
but
with research, it always
the
starts with
the
immersing
well designed,
ourselves
yeah,
in the
definitely.
subject matter. So whether that's reading
really nailed
crime
the
book
feel.
around the Sicilian Mafia, watching all of the movies, even driving the cars, firing the weapons, and then translating that into the game, that's the development experience.
We even sent some folks out to Sicily. We were then able to take all of those experiences and try to translate it into an on-screen experience, but also a story. And those two things are woven together in a way that I think players are going to really enjoy.
Bravery is not common in this world, Enzo.
The Mafia that we see in Mafia the Old Country is much different than the Mafia that we see in some of the other Mafia games. It's a time-honored tradition steeped in secrecy, and there's this sort of deep honor that we see within the Teresi family and within the characters there.
The characters' relationships with each other, the way they behave, is very much influenced by that setting. And
Wow, it's actually coming out in a few months.
This
That's
is a distinctive experience that I've never
unreal.
played before, and I'm sure that players are going to feel the same.
Presentation is
Mafia the Old Country
innovation.
is our first Unreal 5 game in the studio.
Oh,
and
amazing.
it's
That's cool.
Particularly suited to the Sicilian setting.
We've really been able to push the boat out in terms of sort of the real tiny details on everything.
You know, one of the big ones for me is metahuman. You have characters that have really lifelike expressions, micro details.
gaming's
You know,
just
many times
getting
when I'm
so
watching the
realistic.
game, especially on a big screen in 4K, I start to forget that they're characters rendered in an engine. They just look like real characters in a movie. I think that's the level of immersion that we want, and it allows people, I think, to really suspend their disbelief and go along for the ride.
Enzo is beautifully rendered in the game, and I think he's one of the most compelling game characters we've seen for a long time.
The thing I'm most excited about from
That's what I
Mafia
like
the
to
Old Country
see.
is finally getting the game in players' hands.
The story pulls you through really quickly, and at the end, it takes your breath away, and it's one that you're not going to want to spoil for your friends.
The visuals and the storytelling are absolutely next level.
Our setting's completely distinctive. Our story's completely unique. This is a game that you haven't played before. The best crime stories have unforgettable twists, and this
Good.
game's no exception. Play
Good.
in for a treat.
Welcome, Enzo.
See, this is more that I wanted to look at. And we actually missed this when we reacted to it live. Obviously, if you guys watching the YouTube video, you'd have seen this obviously earlier in the video when we first reacted to it. But I was a little bit disappointed with the trailer just because they didn't really show much in that 2 minutes. This was so much better. Obviously, we had 7 minutes of actual in-game footage, and obviously Dev's breaking it down. So yeah, this is so much better to dissect. Definitely, they're very proud of this game, as you can tell, too. So, like I said, I love the Mafia games. I haven't played the third one, only because a lot of people said it wasn't as good as the first two. My favorite is the second, Mafia 2. I absolutely love that story so much. I actually want to visit it, go back to it, before probably playing this. But yeah, the Mafia games are so special, so unique, so creative, and definitely doing this sort of narrative, officially narrative, more compact, more, characters, the setting, the very passionate. They want to push that across their game, and they said it's going to be an emotional roller coaster, and I love that stuff. So yeah, that was Mafia the Old Country. Thank you, Take-Two. You showed some really good footage and great video as always, and yeah, I'm excited to get my hands on the game. I will be live streaming it as soon as it comes out, August 8th. So write that in your calendars. And are you guys excited about Mafia? Are you guys excited about this game? Are you looking forward to it? Are you going to be watching me, or are you going to be playing it yourselves? And yeah, thank you all for watching. And I will be back for another video momentarily. So thank you all for watching. Much love. Take care and peace.